Heyo and selam aleykum, guys. I am the girl studying in Netherlands, living in Germany, and being Turkish. Aylin. Okay, guys, hold on tight. I went to a German wedding. Can you believe that? After all these Turkish weddings, like an uncountable amount of Turkish weddings, I finally went to a German wedding. And there were some experiences that were quite different to Turkish weddings, but also quite similar. So now I'm here comparing them both. Okay, so for every culture, everything begins with love, love, love. And if the man got guts, hopefully a good proposal. Okay, so for a German couple, the wedding procedure starts with the civil wedding. In Germany, it's called Standesamt, where you normally gather together with a small circle of family and friends and basically celebrate that you legalize your marriage, that everything gets official. So you sign the marriage contracts. It usually takes about 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, so the church wedding. The church wedding is the ceremonial part of the whole wedding process. Here you have the speech of the pastor, you have the speeches of family and friends, you of course have the marriage vows, to be pronounced like that, I don't know. The speeches of the newlyweds, of course, and like the whole scenery that you also know from movies, like with the kiss, with the speeches, and yeah. So the evening program consists of the dinner, the wedding cake and cutting it, then of course dancing with the music, and also games and the ball dance. Yeah, typical dances for the opening dance is, for example, the waltz, but also the so-called disco fox, and for everything else it's just freestyle. The music that is playing is usually just pop or German music and whatever the newlyweds desire. And yeah, I think that's the most important things I experienced at the German wedding. In the Turkish culture, marrying means having a lot of events, but it starts with the kussisteme. The kussisteme consists of the meeting of the two families, sometimes even for the first time, where the dad of the groom proposes for the hand of the bride to the bride's dad, of course with her approval. But yeah, that's the main act of the kussisteme. And after a successful kussisteme, the rings are put on at the söz. Now we come to the nikah. It's basically the civil wedding. You can also imagine it very similar to the German civil wedding. I think the only big difference is that there's a kiss on the forehead instead of the lips. The dini nikah is the Islamic wedding. You can kind of compare it to the church wedding of the Germans. Here it's not the pastor obviously, but the imam who weds the couple. It's also in a small circle. The kına gecesi is called the henna night. The henna night is kind of like a bachelor party for the bride, but is symbolically a way to say goodbye to her family. The ceremony consists of first changing her normal dress to a traditional robe, and it is accompanied by special songs such as Yüksek Yüksek Tepelere. And the ceremony consists of putting henna in the palm of the bride and on the pinky finger of the groom to wish them luck and protect them from the bad eye. The düğün is the big wedding. It starts with the so-called gelin alma. The gelin alma is basically picking up the bride from her parental home, but in a very fancy way. It consists of a lot of honking cars, with a lot of loud music, a lot of people, and also prayers. When the couple comes to the wedding location, they start the big wedding off with their around 500 to 1,000 guests with their first dance, a slow dance usually. The couple is after that also joined by all the guests, or a majority of the guests, and the traditional dances start. What's also an important part of the Turkish wedding is the so-called takı. The takı consists of gifting the couple money, gold, and sometimes even other things. For German weddings, the couple is in the highlight, in the spotlight of the wedding. They are the main focus, and that they will start a new chapter of their life together. For Turkish weddings, the couple is of course also the focus, but I think a very, very important aspect is also uniting two families. In Turkey, it's also like that the parents see it as a duty, as a life goal to see their children happily married. And I think that's the main difference.